Jinju, are you vegetarian? Are you vegetarian? You like your avocado, don't you? Yeah, avocado is nice. It's healthy for the body. Your little tiny body, yeah. Yeah. Hello guys. So today's video is going to be all about why I have decided to sell my Kelly 28 in return, and the color is Gris Mouette, so it's not available anymore. It's a discontinued color, and probably that's the reason why it's taken me so long, because it's a very color very hard to get. If I'm selling this bag, I don't think I will be able to have it back. So that's the main reason why I thought about it for a long time. But after having my Mona bags, all I can say is I enjoy carrying them much more than I enjoy my Kelly. I'm always afraid of damaging the leather. The color is pretty light, so it doesn't do well for an evening bag or a special occasions bag, because it has to be daytime. And frankly speaking, if I would have like a special date or something in daytime, I would probably go for my Gabrielle, just because the color is so beautiful. And yeah, I think I just prefer my Gabrielle better, and because I wouldn't be worrying all the time about damaging my bag or if someone stole my bag and all that. It's not good to keep the money sitting on a shelf. If you're gonna buy a material thing, it has to be something you really love and it works for your lifestyle, and you use it. And if you use it and you're happy carrying it and it gets damaged, then of course you will get another one, or we just enjoy the damage, because you know, bags are just leather and it's not indestructible, right? But it's not the case with the Kelly. I don't really enjoy carrying this bag. It gives me a lot of stress. Even I said, okay, so for during 1 week, I'm gonna try to carry it to work. I couldn't do it. I would put it out of my closet, and in the end, I would carry my Loewe Basel, or my Fendi, or my Gabrielle. You know, I always find an excuse not to carry it. And it's not that, you know, in my work everybody's laid back, so I can, you know, I could carry, they couldn't care less what I carry, what handbag I carry to work. But you know my meaning. I realize this is not making me happy. It's not working for me for some reason. I don't know whether it's the size, maybe it's too small for my frame, or maybe it's the color that I wish in that size it should be like a darker color, so I could bring on my nights out. Not that I have many nights out, but I plan to in the future. So yeah, something is not working, and it's too much. The price is too high for me to have it on the shelf, and it doesn't make sense because I compare it to Mona bags. Frankly speaking, the price tag is much lower than Hermes, and the quality is there, and they make me happy. And why should I have a Kelly? And then I was thinking about, why have you had this bag in your closet for so many years? Is it because it's an Hermes bag, and because, you know, a handbag lover should have an Hermes bag? Well, let me tell you, that is silly, and I don't know if I've done it because of that, but if so, then silly me, because you don't need an Hermes bag to complete your handbag collection. For me, I got that bag when I was probably receiving like big promotions, and I was very happy. So I get it why I had to have an Hermes bag, and until you don't have it in your hands, you cannot feel the quality of the leather and the craftsmanship. So I have a lot of respect for this bag, but yeah, it has not made me happy. The day that made me happiest was the first day I got it, and I feel it. I was super happy. That's it. So now it's time to let go, and in this video I'm gonna try to it's not a comparison, but just if you are thinking of buying a Kelly and you are not 200% sure, which I would say don't buy anything if you're not 200% sure, especially at that price. If you have some doubts, I just want you to have an open mind and say, okay, am I buying it because it's an Hermes and because of all the pressure I have that you must have an Hermes bag in your collection, or is it because I really love the bag, or because there is nothing else in the market? And for the third question, I would say that's false. There is a lot in the market, and Monat is just an example. You could probably go to other houses like Delvaux probably, and get a super high leather quality, very good finishing and craftsmanship, but also a more reasonable price tag. So yeah, that's what this video is all about. It's not saying that the Kelly is not beautiful. It's not saying that, you know, Hermes quality is not high. I just want to show you there are other bags in the market that can make you even happier than the Kelly. And I think if this is happening to me, I'm sure there are a lot of women out there who feel the same way, who have an Hermes bag in their closet, but they are not 200%. They want to keep it, and they just keep it in the closet because they are afraid of letting go, or you know, they think, oh well, the prices are keeping higher, blah blah blah, which are all those excuses. The reason why I kept my Kelly for so long. Now it's time to let go. I'm fine with it letting it go. I'm fine if I won't be able to find a Gris Mouette Kelly anymore. I'm not going to repurchase another Kelly. Frankly speaking, I'm gonna stay a little bit away from Hermes bags. I do like the accessories because I use them every day. Like I have a Calvi that I use every day, and it's the cheapest from the line. And yeah, so I really enjoy their scarves. I really like their jewelry. I have some pieces that I love, and I'm talking the rose gold jewelry. So I do enjoy the brand, and I like what they offer, but I think I'm gonna stay away from the bags and from the pre-love market. This bag is probably now it's gonna cost around 19,000 USD or maybe 20,000 USD. I have a problem with that price tag. Like that's like the double of the price in the store. It doesn't make sense, and I think I feel bad because I think with that money I could be helping so many people, you know, and when I say people, I say my family, and we could be doing so many things together, and I just have a bag in my closet. It does not make sense, and I probably am mature enough to say I don't give a what other people think of me. Is not, it doesn't mean you have success in your life because you have a Kelly in your handbag collection, and I don't need that validation anymore from others. So that's the reason I believe what I've reached a point where I want to let go. And if you watch YouTube, this, you know, this bag is everywhere, and the Birkin is everywhere, and you feel like you have to have it. And here I am, just, you know, just a girl, a regular girl in Shanghai, telling you you don't have to. It's not It doesn't have to be your bag. You can just go to a museum and see a very nice statue and appreciate the hard work of the artist, appreciate the beauty, and just go back home. You don't need to bring the statue with you back home. And this is the way this is the way I think of the Kelly. So I appreciate the craftsmanship, the leather, it's beautiful, but yeah, I think I can just admire from afar and I'm fine. Probably the reason why I made up my mind so fast now is because of Moya. Because I'm so in love with the two bag styles. I could compare the Kelly to the Fendi Peekaboo, the Celeria leather, and that wouldn't be 100% fair because I do believe the quality of Mouette I leather is more in line with Hermes leather rather than Fendi leather. So I don't think the comparison would be like fair enough. But yeah, once I've discovered Mouette I and I love these bags, then I think I'm gonna be fine. And Mouette I also does beautiful colors, and you can see my Gabrielle on the right. She is in wood rose, and it's a very special like a nude pink color. And I get so many compliments when I'm carrying this bag because everybody loves the color. So it's very light, it's very comfy, and yeah, I just love it. So I'm gonna go into more of the detail, and I will show you a little bit more. Again, I don't want to compare the bags, but you know what I mean. I just want to show you what options do you have if you cannot afford a Kelly, or if you are not 100% sure the Kelly is gonna work for your style. So we have the Gabi. This Gabi is in size PM. So they have a size BB, a size PM, a small, and a size medium. I believe the medium now is discontinued. The Kelly is in 28, and the Gabrielle is in PM. So the Gabrielle and the Gabi are exactly the same size, Mouette I size, and the Kelly is in 28 and it's returned. This one, because it's a special order, this one has a tan piping. You see the difference? And that's wonderful, you know, that you can do your special orders. Of course, they're very much limited to the VIP customers, but that's something, it's a very good idea. And by the way, I'm telling you, Mouette I also does a special orders, and you pay 20 or 30% more of the, on top of the price, but you can choose, okay, so I want another color, or I want a different hardware. You cannot choose the leather. I mean, they tell you a little bit, it works a little bit like Hermes. They tell you, okay, so the Gabi is made in this leather, and then you can choose the color. So you cannot say, okay, I want in this other leather. But yeah, you can choose for any of the current Mouette I styles. So the Gabrielle, you could also do a special order with the Gabrielle. So that's wonderful, right? So the Gabi more or less is the same width. The base is the same width as the Kelly. The Kelly is taller. Probably you're going to carry the same amount of items because you don't want to overstuff your Kelly bag. But yeah, they are very much similar in width. And the Gabrielle, let's see. Yeah, the Gabrielle is smaller than the Kelly. So probably this Gabrielle PM would be like a Kelly 25, because you can see maybe 3 centimeters of difference. The Kelly is wider, so I would say it would be like a Kelly 25 size. and still is shorter than the Kelly. So that's just for your reference. On the side, the Kelly is wider. Let me show you. Yeah, the Gabi and the Kelly more or less are wider, because this one can also be expanded, and the Gabrielle is definitely let me show you like this. The Gabrielle is thinner than the Kelly. So yep. For the lock, actually both are pretty easy to use. The Monat, you just turn and then pull. That's the Monat Paris. And then for the Kelly, you just turn the lock and pull. And this is they have the horseshoes because it's a special order. You can see the piping is made in Attain. Yeah, it's beautiful. So yeah, the handle is different. The Kelly is, I would say, is more similar to the Fendi, or the Fendi peekaboo handle is more similar to the Kelly style. The Mona is narrower, but both are very comfortable to carry. The difference is this one is heavier. This is Togo in 28. It's definitely heavier than any of the other bags. And I would say, let me tell you, yeah, I would say the Gabrielle is even lighter than the Gabi. So the Kelly is the heaviest of the three. So on this side, the Gabrielle is the narrowest, but more or less the Moina and the Gabi are pretty similar in width. None of the bags have a back pocket. So this is the Gabrielle, the Kelly, and the Gabi, so no back pocket. And the interior is actually pretty similar. So you just have one big pocket here. This is my strap, sorry, let me take it out. So it's pretty simple, and the same for the Kelly. This one has a purse organizer, but otherwise it just has 2 pockets at the front. Nothing special, it's very simple inside. Yeah, so that's it. Oh, for the Mona, you can also carry like this if you want to. It creates like a nice M for Mona, or you can just turn it. It has a strong magnet, so you don't have to worry that it will open while you're carrying it. Yeah, so from this display, I can just say the difference is this one is pretty heavy. About the leather, of course, the Gabrielle is made in a different leather. This one is more, Mona's Gabi is more similar to the Togo. So let me show you the green. This is Mona green. I believe this is Tarayon. I will check that for you. And this is the Togo green. So one and the other one. I would say the Kelly Togo is a little bit more matte, but the green is, I would say, is brother and sister. So very, very similar. Yeah, palladium, and this is gold. And Monarch Gold is covered by, I believe it's 14K gold on top of palladium. So yeah, it's real gold. That's why also it is more prone to scratches, because gold is a very soft metal, right? So yeah. And also the style of the strap, let me show you a little bit. This is the Kelly. So it's like a V. But Mona, you can move them around. And they're also, I would say, maybe Mona is a little bit smaller, thinner than the Hermes. Yeah. What else can I show you? Yeah, for the details, you can see this is the handle, and this is the Kelly. Same shape, which I don't believe is exclusive for Hermes. You know, it's just the way that these back styles are made, right? And this one has feet, they're square, and the Kelly, let me see, they're like pointed, so they are a little bit more elevated than Mona's feet. Let me show you. Oh, Mona's feet are also elevated, a little bit less, and they're square. These ones are more pointier. And the Gabrielle, same. Which one I love the most? Frankly speaking, I told you that I'm going to sell this bag. And I cannot tell you whether I love the Gabrielle or the Gabi more, because I love them both. Believe it or not, I've used more the Gabrielle. I think it's because of the color. It's so pretty. I really love this color, and I don't have like a pink in my collection, so it's perfect. And I do have pinks, but they're like this kind of pink, you know, like very nude, like Sakura pink, the Chanel Classic in Sakura pink. I have it, and it's very similar to this cushion. So it's like a beigey light pink. I didn't have anything like this color, and I love it. This is wood rose, and I would love Gabi BB, but I cannot choose the color. I'm still thinking about it. And then I would love another Gabi PM, and they have this lovely powder color that is very similar to Hermes Cray with a gold hardware. I mean, it's just amazing, and I think it's the perfect summer bag. And again, you would say, well, you said that the Gris Mouette is a very light color, and you know, that's the reason maybe you're afraid of damaging it. But the difference in price is just amazing. So why would you pay more when you can have such a good quality, enjoy your bag? And what I do enjoy the most about Mona is that you are never gonna have people pointing fingers at you. Never there's gonna be people thinking that you're trying to show off or brag about your status. I think the Hermes bags are very much about status, showing your class and that you can afford Hermes bag. And like I told you before, I don't need that validation anymore. I want to become more practical. This is only material thing. I don't want the bag to own me. I want to own the bag. And this is exactly how I feel with when I carry my Mona bag. It's like, I know that if someone's gonna push me and my back is gonna go to the floor, I'm gonna be upset, but I'm not going to want to kill the person who did it. You know, but if something happens to the Kelly, you know, it's ruined, and then I'm gonna be so angry with that person. And then, you cannot get angry with a person because of a material thing. I think this is because, you know, we all make mistakes. We can all fall. We can all cause damage to others without any intention. And yeah, so that's the reason why I said, no, come on, this bag is owning you, girl. You have to move on. And yeah, I'm letting it go. And I'm probably taking the Twilly because I love this this Twilly. And I have many other bags. I do recommend the Hermes Twillies. They're beautiful and they're very good quality. They don't crease as much as other Twillies. And I do recommend the 7RP organizer. So if you're gonna get a Kelly, at the cost of the organizer, because it's totally worth it. You see, I have the organizer and you don't see any marks on the leather, so that's really worth it. That's something I do tell you. Yes, they are expensive, but like everything, you get what you pay for, right? So yeah, I don't know what else I can tell you. Yeah, I think more or less I cover everything. Again, I didn't mean this video to be a comparison. I meant it to be like an eye-opener to that person who is considering or obsessing about getting an Hermes bag. And it's not the smartest thing to get at this time, or she cannot afford it, or whatever. Don't push yourself too hard. Be gentle with yourself. You don't need an Hermes bag to be happy. And I get it from the perspective that bags are your thing. Like, bags are my thing. They make me happy, and I get it. So I totally get the obsession. But I just want you to open your eyes and say, okay, what other brands I can have that are as good quality, as attention to detail, the finishing is perfect, and I can enjoy. And on top of that, nobody's gonna know that I'm carrying a very expensive bag. And for me, that's Moina. And I'm sorry I'm being so repetitive lately with my videos, but I do think more people need to be talking about these bags. I cannot believe, and you know, and the only reason I think these bags are so quietly is because Hermes gives you status. So it's all about showing off to others. And I don't believe that people, you know, people just get Hermes and Birkin because of the status and because of the brand and because of the heritage and all that. Yes, Moina also has a heritage. The quality is impeccable, and I'm telling you, I can show you, you know, there is nothing more special with this leather than there is with this other leather, you know. And this one is low-key. I carry to work. Everybody tells me, oh, I love your bag. Especially, obviously this is a black bag, but especially this one is like, oh, I love your bag. But you get people's compliments, but they're not telling you this because of a brand. They're telling you this because they like the item, they like the bag, which is the most important. It's like when people tell you, oh, I love your makeup. No, the point is that people come to you and say, oh, you look so beautiful. That's the goal, right? You don't want people to say, oh, you applied your makeup so well. No, you want them to tell you, you look so beautiful. So I believe it's the same with bags. I want people to, if they have to say something about my bags, I just want them to say, I love your bag. I don't want them to say, oh, love your Kelly bag, or you know, you have a Kelly, you have an Hermes bag, you know. I don't want to compliment the brand. I don't want the brand to carry me. I want to carry the bag. And yeah, I just love, no one knows what's the M for. And it's just, I mean, this lock is just so genius. So comfy, and yeah, you can just, it's very flexible. This bag is just perfection. And I can see I'm gonna get older, you know, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, I'm gonna still like these bags because they are classics. I mean, the bag style is just classic. And I'm not saying the Kelly is not beautiful, please don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I'm getting bored of seeing in YouTube so many people with Kellys and Birkins and different sizes, and you know, it to me it doesn't make sense anymore. And in the end, I tell you, the big difference to me is this is a heavy bag. This is not a heavy bag, and this one is even lighter. So you know what I mean. I just I think both of them are ladylike if you want, but you can also wear it casually. So yeah, I don't see a big difference in quality to go for the Kelly over the others, but you pay a big price tag, especially if you go pre-loved like I did. I wanted Gris Mouette and I found it, and then I paid a pre-loved price, which is ridiculous. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, now I know better, and like I tell you, you have to carry, you have to have what you're gonna love. And if you get a Kelly and you enjoy it and carry it every week, awesome for you. I had this bag for 1.5 years, and I carried maybe twice. So to me, it's a big cost to have on my shelf. I'm trying to minimize my collection because it's ridiculous. I had over 30 bags, and now I believe I'm around 28. I will talk also about the bags that I let go. Sometimes there's nothing wrong with a bag. It's just that I got a similar style or a similar color, or something is annoying me about the bag, or I just, you know, I just have my lifestyle change, and then I have to get rid of the bag. But I try to have everything in my collection that I can carry. Nothing for a special occasion. That's something also that I want to tell you. I don't have anything that I buy. Like for example, I don't have clutches in my handbag, in my handbag collection, simply because I never go to wedding, or I'm not a clutch person, so I'm not going to have a clutch for a special occasion, because you know I have other bags for that. So all my bags I always try to, you know, to be able to use them like daily, casually, if I have a date. Probably if I would have a customer dinner, I would take this one, or I would take my Celine Classic. Yeah, and if it's a daily event, then I will go with my Gabrielle or my Lady Dior. Probably Lady Dior not with my customer because it's more recognizable, but my Gabrielle, you know, or my Loewe, I don't know. I have other bags. So yeah, anyway, again, I didn't mean this to be a comparison. I just want this video to be like an eye-opener to those who are considering the Kelly and they cannot afford it, or they're not 100% sure and they think the price is too high, just to show them what's in the market for them, and they don't have to be afraid. They're not gonna be missing out simply because they don't have an Hermes bag in their collection. That's all. I ramble a lot, I'm sorry for that, but that's the point I wanted to mention in this video. So I hope everyone is okay. I want to give a shout out to this lovely girl who approached me. Her name is Francisca. Actually, this is my grandma's name. She was called Francisca, and she was very nice and approached me, and she said she watches my videos, so a shout out for her. At least I know someone is watching my videos. And yeah, I hope this was not a very long and boring video, and yeah, so I will see you in my next one. Bye bye. Okay, so my Kelly is wrapped up. This is a very meaningful time for me because it has taken me 1.5 years to recognize that this bag does not work for my lifestyle. I just want to show you that no matter you are a handbag lover and no matter how many bags you buy, sometimes you think you're gonna love a bag and eventually it does not work for you. So it happens to everyone, and that's the reason why regardless of how much research you do before you buy the bag, eventually sometimes you know it doesn't work, and it's okay. The most important is to own the bag and don't let the bag own you. And it's the feeling I have now is very freeing, you know. It's like, yeah, I can do it. I can send her out and recognize that it's not working for me, and I'm probably not gonna have a Birkin and a Kelly in my collection for now. I sold my Birkin earlier on, and now I'm selling my Kelly, and I'm in love with the bags that I have. And my commitment is, you know, be very thoughtful of your money, how you spend your money, and make sure that if you're gonna buy a bag because you love handbags, and that's cool, but you do get to enjoy it, and don't allow the bag to own you. So yeah, that's my message. I will send this bag to my friend in Australia. She has an account in IG. I fully trust her, and yeah, she will be selling this bag for me. And yeah, it's not about the finances, it's not about anything else other than eventually I could get to this point to recognize, yeah, it's not working for me. So anyway, just wanted to say that. And if you feel like that, just, you know, give you some time. I gave myself 1.5 years to come to this conclusion, and now I'm happy to let her go. I think this bag deserves another owner. I'm sure another lady is going to enjoy her very much. And yeah, so that's the reason why saying goodbye to her.